What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Gaming. Welcome to Season 2 of Gaming at its Core. I'm joined here today by Online ZHD,
What's up?
Josh McKenna,
Hey.
and RBGT.
What's up?
Okay, so we decided that we wanted to kind of change things up with Gaming at its Core. You know, we did 20 episodes of Gaming at its Core throughout, it started
Yeah.
March of, it's been around like a year.
It's been a year and a half. Yeah.
We started in March of 2017. We took a 7-month break from like the end of 2017, and we came back in just last week to do the season finale. You know, we did the season finale of season.
Should we
1.
retitle that video?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But so we decided we're gonna change things up after that. So we're starting off with this brand new format. We're trying to limit the amount of people we have in every single episode. So as you can see, here we only have 4 people, as opposed to the regular 6 of us that we have, like Dan and Blue. They're not here with us today because we want, as I said, we wanted to limit the amount of people. That way, the conversation just flows a lot easier. Because we noticed in the other episodes, when we have so many people, we would talk about a certain topic, and then once everybody gives their kind of their thoughts on it, we would just move on.
It kind of felt like a round table of thoughts in a way, where you had to
instead of
often
having
speak.
an actual discussion.
The goal
we
is
talked
for
about
this to feel more like a natural conversation in a way, so that's what we're kind of going with here.
So we're trying out this new thing, and as I'm sure you can see by this video, you can see we all have face cams now. I mean,
Yeah.
the way
Some
we're
of us are
recording this-
better than others. But.
the way we're recording this right
two and two.
now. The way we're recording this right now, we can't see each other's face cams. So I mean, when we put this all together, it will all you'll be able to see everybody's face cam. So that's good. But yeah, this is just a new addition we're trying to add, I guess we're trying to step up from the first 20 episodes we
Also,
did.
in season 2, we're pretty much guaranteeing we're gonna get an episode up every single week, since we only need 3 people minimum to record an episode. I guess we could even do 2, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're trying.
And
to
also
do.
in the future, if we can get a consistency going with weekly podcasts, we might do some special episodes in between, in the normal week, maybe on a Wednesday we'll upload a special episode or something with 2 people or something. So trying to really expand Gaming at its Core and upload a lot more content here and try to change some stuff up. And also
SMT special with you and Fog.
we also kind of got Fog. He's not really a full member of the podcast, but he's gonna kind of help us out. So you might see him on more episodes in the future, as well as he might help us out with some of the artwork or some promotional stuff. I don't know really, but he's kind of helping us out at the moment. So yeah, he's kind of a 6.5 member or something like that. So yeah. That being said, episode 21.
So this is kind of I guess you could say the first episode of season 2 or whatever you want to call it. But if you have any suggestions or stuff like that you'd like to see added to the podcast, or any new additions you want to see, just let us know in the comments, I guess, because that's how we improve based on feedback from everybody else.
Also, let's ask for questions probably at the beginning. So
yeah, we want to ask for questions.
Yeah, Ryan.
I'll remember
Yeah,
that.
we need questions for future episodes. So make sure to leave your questions down below in the comments, and we'll make sure to answer those next week. But yeah, with that being said, that's that's the introduction. Just wanted to explain the new changes going through with the channel. I guess, shall we get into the topics then? Right now, I guess there isn't that much change in terms of the topics and stuff, because we're still gonna go through the topics that we usually do, some of the gaming news, and then some other topics that we came up with for this particular episode. So I guess we can, we'll still go through with what has everybody been playing for the past week. Since we had an episode last week, we could just talk about this week in itself. What has everybody been playing? So I guess we'll start with Ryan. You can give us
Oh
what
boy.
you've been playing.
Oh boy. What have I been playing? I finished Far Cry 5 from last time we
Nice.
talked. It was kind of it felt like a long stretch towards the end, because I had Jacob Seed was the last member of the Seed family that I had. And I thought his section was pretty cool. Some of the characters in his area were, I guess, good for a Far Cry game. So I personally like the ending. I know Dan, who's also part of the podcast, wasn't a big fan. We actually picked the same ending. It seems like every Far Cry game since 3 has multiple options for the ending. But I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Now I'm playing Beyond Two Souls, which honestly I think I'm gonna quit playing. I have 4 hours in, and I'm so bored playing that game. I just can't stand it, to be honest with you. In terms of, I guess, production value, it's higher than Heavy Rain. In terms of voice acting, obviously graphics, but the story just isn't gripping me, and I feel like there's like no choices in the game to be made. Like at the end of each chapter, because I think there's like 20 chapters maybe in the game. I'm not too sure, but like at the end of each chapter, it shows you like this percentage of people pick this percentage of people pick this, and like some of them are so minute. Like one of them is like, I guess slight spoilers, you're like little Jody, and she asks her mom if you can have a cookie before dinner, and her mom says like no, and I guess you have the option to like steal a cookie or not, and it's like that's like one of the options out of like in that chapter. There's like 4 different choices, and that would be fine, but like there are some parts in the game where I want to make a choice, and it seems like you can, but the game doesn't give you that option to pick anything. And
Beyond Two Souls, literally to me, is like the definition of like a movie game. Like people like to say Telltale games and like other stuff like that, where choices somewhat do matter in those games. And Detroit is a game where it really does feel like it matters. But like Detroit, I mean, I played this year. I played Heavy Rain, and then I played Beyond Two Souls, and then I played Detroit. Beyond Two Souls stood out to me as like kind of like the redheaded stepchild of the group, because it felt like just like you weren't barely having any input at all with what you're doing. I know exactly how you feel. It feels like you're watching a movie. It's weird.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not even interested in what's going on. Like, obviously, the original way is that the story is disjointed. It's not told in chronological order. And that could bring up, like, some mystery, because you could be like, oh, how did a character get here? And, like, there are some missions where I could see, like, what David Cage is going for. Like, he wants you to guess how Jody got into a certain situation, but I just honestly I just don't care about this character
at all.
They don't
pull it off.
I don't think it's a good game. I think it's probably one of the most boring games I've played, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I bought I think when I bought Heavy Rain for the PS4, like because I didn't play it on the PS3, so I bought Heavy Rain on the PS4, and it had the option to pay like $10 more to get Beyond Two Souls. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just do that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't played it yet.
Free on PS Plus.
I know. I was like, oh, it's free on PS Plus, so I didn't need to buy it. But yeah, I have the game, but like I never played it yet, so I don't know.
I will say like heavy.
Because
like
I know everyone says it's like out of the 3 games, like out of the 3, like Detroit, Heavy Rain, and that Beyond Two Souls, that one's like probably like at the bottom for everyone.
Yeah,
that's what I've
Detroit's
heard.
really like a step up. Like I know exactly what Ryan's saying because I beat like Beyond Two Souls when it was free, so I literally played like a month ago. Like Detroit really in that matter is like a step up in terms of what you're doing. Like you really feel like you do have like an input, and like stuff will actually dramatically change in the game, and you won't even see certain scenes in the game if certain of your like characters like die off. So like in terms of that respect or like that aspect of the game, like Detroit really is different. Heavy Rain's kind of like a mix of the two. Like you do have changes in like the game, and like stuff will actually change, and it's more like towards the ending of the game. But I feel like Heavy Rain in general is a lot more interesting, so you don't mind it as more. And like the characters are better, even though the performances are like really cringy at times. But
yeah.
I
mean, I still want to play Detroit before school comes around.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna play. It didn't deter me from playing another David Cage game. It's just I honestly don't see why I would finish this game, because every time I play it, I like really don't enjoy it.
I pretty much played it thinking it was like a movie. I was gonna enjoy this experience. I wasn't really, It's really hard to play these kind of games because you really got to be in the mood of like not really wanting to play something with like a lot of combat or like a lot of thought.
Yeah.
It took me a while to beat Beyond, like a month, but yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that you play, Ryan, or is that it?
No, that's it pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Josh, how about you?
I love this when this question comes around to me, because it feels like I have the same answer. I haven't played much more than Destiny this past week, but it's because I've been watching Bates Motel. I've watched like since halfway through season 2 of that, all the way till I watched a couple of episodes yesterday and today. So I'm now like I think 3 more episodes away from the end of the entire thing. So once I've done that, then I'll probably I'll get to Walking Dead, Brandon. Maybe I'll eventually get to that. But no, there's not really much that I've been playing other than Destiny. I suppose a notable thing is that this week they had a special mission that kind of appeared, like a boss would appear when a certain event was going on, and then you would kill the boss and it opens a portal and you can go through that and it takes you to a completely different area. And I haven't beaten the mission because I've been trying it with like one other person. I think it's like best to have 3 people on it. But that basically gives you one of the weapons that was in D1, except this time it's kind of like the same weapon because basically the exotic that it was based on the legendary that came from one of the raids from Crota's End in the first year, and that weapon is now back in D2, except it's but when they made it an exotic in D1, it got nerfed basically, and it wasn't as good as the legendary one, which is weird considering it was exotic. Whereas this time around, they basically made it as good as the legendary, along with some extra things. So it's now like, it's like one of the most sought after kind of like exotics I think in the game.
When you say like secret mission, did like Bungie mention that this mission's available in like any sort of
No.
patch notes, or did it just like randomly appear?
Nope. It was just, I mean, in the database, the weapon has always been there for a while, or at least things relating to that weapon. So a lot of people knew it was kind of in the game somewhere, in some form. But then I'm assuming the patch that went out last Tuesday was the one that kind of fully activated it, because I think there was something that changed in the database with that. And no, they didn't say anything. It was just like a player basically found, like while it was on the planet Io, they were just like exploring the Taken Blight event comes in, and this boss spawns in like a random area that killed him, and then suddenly this Taken portal appears, and you basically go up to it, you hold square, and it takes you through like into like through a loading screen, and then into this other place. It takes you through some areas that not even in the game, or at least not. You don't go anywhere. You don't go to that place in the game at all. And yeah, it's basically that. So I'm hoping to get that done. I don't know if that's going to go on reset, because it's the Flashpoint planet. So I don't know if that will change depending on whether it's the Flashpoint or not. I think it might, because when that weapon came back, it was through a daily mission in D1, which was through like basically a new door opened in one of the daily missions, and you go through that and you get a timer, and it's basically got to beat the rest of the mission in that time and kill the boss, and then the Black Spindle, which is what it was called in D1, drops, and this is called the Whisper of the Worm. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that done. But I mean, I suppose other than that, it's been Faction Rally, so there's been basically a lot of grinding, and I'm nearly done with that. And then I'm going to get back to playing something else, because that was what this past week, what I've been meant to be doing. But with that, I'm playing Bates Motel. I'm watching Bates Motel. I haven't actually been playing that much, I think. So yeah, I think that's pretty much D2's the only thing. So.
Ryan, don't you own D2? Like, didn't you buy it? Or something like that, like a while
Yeah,
ago?
I paid $30 for it, and I put it in to install, and I think I updated it, but I've never touched it yet.
Yeah.
So maybe
When'd you buy it?
like Black Friday.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cheap now. Like you can get it for like $10 now, D2.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
Not surprising with the expansion.
I found
coming out.
like
Yeah.
I bought the expansion pass for like 50% off a while ago, like because I figured it was on like sale, and I was gonna say maybe I will buy Forsaken, but really like this DLC kind of confirmed to me with like Destiny. I only really played the campaign, but after that I kind of just drop it. Like after I play for like the campaign missions, like I have no like desire to go through like the strikes maybe, because like only person on my friends list that I see playing is like really Josh and like one other person that I knew from like school a while back. So like there's not really like an incentive to go and like do these things for me. So that kind of like confirmed to me that like Destiny is kind of like a game where I only play the campaign, and then after that, yeah. I know Justin,
just
you
like
played
my-
like the first couple hours, right?
Yeah. Well,
So yeah,
I played a little bit, but like.
but you
yeah,
fell
I
off of it,
stopped.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, Brandon. What games have you played?
Not much this week. I guess I'll talk about TV shows as well, since Josh brought up some in a
So
bit.
I'm not the only one. That's good.
Yeah. So Fortnite has been like the only game I played on my PS4 this week. It's really like the only game that I play when I want to play some multiplayer. I'm not. The reason I say this is because I don't really have a single player game I'm playing on my PS4 now. Because I've been playing a PS2 game on my PC, SMT Nocturne. I've been playing for that. It's pretty good. It's like an RPG. Same people that make Persona. Personally, I like it better in terms of like the combat, in terms of like, I don't know. There's a strong learning curve, but like once you get through like the learning curve, it's like pretty much just one boss named Matador. Like once you get through that game as well, like you just feel like you know like everything. I don't know, in a way, like you know what you're doing after you beat that boss, and like it's just like a very sharp learning curve. But like once you get through it, I've been like really into the RPG right now, so been playing that maybe like every other day, if that. And then also Fog, we mentioned him earlier in the episode. He's been catching up on Walking Dead, so I've been kind of like going back and taking this as an opportunity to like go through some of the earlier seasons that I kind of forgot about while watching it with him in a way. Not like talking to VC, but like just in like a group chat and just yeah.
you
So
know
it's been pretty
it's the perfect time to catch up on Better Call Saul. Season
Yeah.
3. No, season 4 is starting in like 2 weeks. So
I watched the first 3 seasons of
keep
Breaking
those
Bad when I was like on a
AMCs.
week off, and then I never could get back into it because I fell off and I forgot what happened.
what were you
But
saying?
it was
Josh?
really good. I do think Breaking Bad's more consistent than The Walking Dead. I've already said that before. But yeah.
I think Ryan's the PR guy for AMC. I'm pretty much certain. at this
Walking
point.
Dead's on AMC too.
Yeah, if that was the case, I'd be promoting Walking Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead and Better Call Saul.
Maybe
it TV
specialize in Better Call Saul.
I'm
Maybe.
I'm Vince Gilligan's PR guy.
Yeah, they were both at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I know. I saw a lot
They
of
had, like, a
their
Breaking Bad reunion.
interviews and a little bit of the panel.
Yeah, yeah. The Walking Dead season 9 show is really good. Go check it out. Show's coming back. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I've played anything. I haven't touched my Switch at all. Just a lot of like this week's been Comic-Con, so I've been kind of like following that, as well as I feel like I'm always just like on the internet and stuff more than just actually playing games. In a way, like lately, I don't know why, but I need to get back into it. I was playing Dark Souls 3 like a week or two ago, but obviously can't say that because it hasn't really been this week, So, got to get back into that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I was gonna say I've had the urge this past week to play Jack 3 and Skyrim. I haven't even installed Skyrim.
I always feel like I have the
Fallout as
urge to
well.
play something, and it's like hard to actually boot it up.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
not-
force
but-
myself to do it in a way.
At the same time,
But then
I'm
I'll
like,
enjoy it.
I want to play Vampire. I still haven't played the Crew 2 yet. That's beyond.
Yeah.
That should be next on the list. And it's like, I want to finish Vampire first, but it's.
Are you
like,
on the Crew too?
I do, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I haven't really got around to playing it. I mean, I played the beta, but I mean, other than that, that I just find that's the most difficult thing. Sometimes it's just it's so easy to put a game in and play it, but yeah, it's so difficult at the same time, even though it's not, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I know them feels.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go. Let's see what have I been playing. This week I have not been playing a lot. I've just been continuing Red Dead Redemption on PS3.
Hey.
Which
Hey,
I'm
nice,
still
nice.
not far in it. I'm like probably like 2-3 hours in. I
Yeah.
haven't played a lot, honestly. So, because I haven't played in the past 4 days probably because I don't know. I've just like haven't had the urge to play games. I don't know. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of other stuff. Like as Brandon said, I've been since Comic-Cons right now. I've been checking out trailers and stuff, like reading discussions about some of the shows I watch. Like, okay, Brandon's gonna roast the shows I
Arrow.
watch now. Basically, the only shows I watch are like Flash, Arrow, Supergirl. But like, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy watching them. So, those are I've been watching like the trailers, and then like some of the panels are going up today. So, I've been checking those out. And then in terms of other games, I guess I played a bit of Fortnite multiplayer with some of my school friends. Yeah, just a bit of that. We actually won a squad game, so that was cool.
Nice.
And then I played a bit more of NHL, if you want to call me casual, but whatever.
I swear, July is like the weirdest month for games for me. That and like August. Like I feel like
because it's like nothing comes out during that time. It's just like there's no discussion about games.
like I still got a
either.
platinum God of War, so I have a game I could play. It's just like I don't know.
Oof.
Maybe I will.
Why
do
would you
something.
do
I
that to
have-
yourself?
I could like I could go and play. I could go and play God of War and like do all the side stuff, and I could like replay Detroit. But I'm just like I just don't feel like doing that. I don't know.
God of War isn't
The-
it isn't bad. I just like some extra stuff is just not really that fun. Like one part in particular, and like the Raven stuff is like kind of like it's hard to like boot up the game. Like I'm gonna hunt for some ravens. It's like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
Well, it's a
I
good
feel like
use
I've
of
done
your
the
time,
best of God of War, so like I don't know.
Yeah.
When
See,
New Game Plus comes out, I'm gonna definitely go on that though and try it out.
I actually get happy that they don't release anything in July, because like then I can just catch up on my backlog during this.
Yeah,
True.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. I have such a big
This is what I
backlog, and
don't
still
get,
have yet
like,
to
it-
do anything. So
It comes back to the thing that I find about you can't like even though we've all got like this backlog of games that I could get through, I can't get around to playing it, even though I quite easily could,
Same.
and I don't get why. Like it feels like considering the amount of hours that I have when like there's nothing really going on, I could quite easily get through quite a few games, but yet it's always like looking forward, and it's like then another game will come out, and then you'll play loads of that, and that's fine. You find that easy to play, but yeah, any game that you've got, like I can look to my right now, I've got Doom, Evil Within 2, and Deus Ex Human Revolution. Oh, Mankind Divided, sorry, that was the second one, wasn't it? Yeah. And it's like, and Dark Souls 3, like, there's games there that I could play, but yet, somehow, can't really play them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, it's like if you like I've had games where I kept telling myself that I was gonna like play them when I get time, and then it's just like when I actually do get time, I'm just like, nah, it's okay. I don't feel like playing this.
yeah,
You just go and play Destiny, or you go and marathon on Uncharted again.
there's like those specific
Yeah.
games I think
Yeah,
we can
it's
all
totally
agree that
true.
we could just like launch up whatever, and it's like very relaxing, or like even though it might be like Fortnite is that for me. I don't know. I don't really get stressed out while playing Fortnite. That's kind of been like my 2018 casual game that I go to when I don't feel like playing a game, but I do feel like playing a game. I don't know why my brother just walked in. Sorry, but yeah, that's kind of been it for me.
There's a new guest, is he? It's new.
Special
I hope
ones.
August changes though. Like I don't know. There's not really much coming out in August. I know Spider-Man's really the next big release for me.
Yeah.
But I definitely need to get on my backlog.
Not even gonna play Spider-Man day one.
I'll probably.
I
That's
can't
like
wait for
a
that.
game I'll chip away at for the fall. I feel like.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
I'm
like,
just
'cause
gonna
it's
like
like
play
it's
that so
literally
much when
I'll
it
be
comes
the
out.
first week at university, so.
Insomniac games are so refreshing to
it's
play.
gonna be so-
They just have like that charm of like they focus on the game itself, and it's just like quality. Man, I love Insomniac. Loved them since I was a kid. Can't wait for
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
true.
It's like their biggest production yet. Like it's their biggest game yet that they've ever made. They had
Yeah,
like
yeah,
their
for
biggest
sure.
team ever on it,
It's
so I'm
huge.
like super hyped for it. We could talk about it later because they showed stuff at Comic-Con, so that would be
Yeah,
cool.
true,
but
true.
Yeah, great
Okay,
tangent.
yeah, we should
Not tangent,
move
segment.
on to the next topic because we don't have the most time here. So the next topic we have is about the Uncharted movie they released. So basically, Nathan Fillion was teasing on his Instagram with like the photo of Drake, the maps, and the treasure stuff. So it turns out that it was actually a fan film that he was doing with what was the guy's first name again? Something Ungar. What was his
Yeah,
first
Alan
name?
Ungar.
Alan Ungar,
Ungar.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Alan.
It turned out to be just like a 15-minute movie short where Nathan Fillion obviously played Nathan Drake because this is something he's been wanting to do for so long, and yeah, I guess we haven't really discussed our thoughts together, on the short, I guess, because basically from what I've seen, a lot of like the general public thought it was like really good, and some people are going like, oh, we should see Nathan Fillion in a full-fledged film now. That's what I've seen, basically.
I guess I'll start off because I think I have my thoughts pretty much summed up. I think they tackled it pretty well, and it wasn't like a Hollywood version of Nathan Drake. But that being said, when I was watching it, like everything felt right except for like the main characters, like the main three. Like even though Nathan Fillion looks exactly like Nathan Drake, he is a bit older, and that's not like really the problem. But like just like the voice and everything, it's really hard to imagine him as Nathan Drake. Like when I was watching it, it felt like, well, they did like a great job with it. It's like hard to not feel like it's like a knockoff because you're not hearing Nolan North talk as Nathan Drake. Something that's been like established for like a decade now. Like it's really hard to do that. They did really good with it. It's just like something that's kind of really hard to pull off. And
Yeah.
It's just like, we already have
I think it's
someone that's been established as Nathan Drake.
It's something that only the really like diehard Uncharted fans would say, because like from
Yeah.
the
Like Sully
general
as
people thought it
well.
was
Sully
good.
I feel like was like the big
So
kind of
Sully
I
was
think
hard
for
one.
me,
feel
I think for
miscast.
me, Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion was okay. Like for what it was, a short movie, like
Yeah.
a short, it was okay. Sully and Elena, on the other hand, though, I really couldn't see. Like that wasn't like it just didn't feel right at all.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
I
Elena was
agree.
fine.
Nathan Fillion was okay. He was okay. Like I wouldn't say it was like super great or anything. But like I could kind of get behind it. Like for what it was, it seemed
Yeah.
okay.
I
But, like,
enjoyed
yeah,
it. I mean, it
Sully
wasn't
just
Hollywood
seemed, like,
version,
so
which is like
off.
Chris Pratt, or like
Yeah.
someone else like that's like a big
That
name.
would suck.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
raw.
I think they did as good as they could have, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the problems that we had with it is just, something that they can't really avoid. Like, they're trying to
Yeah.
recreate something that's been, like, established already for a decade now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, like, pretty well written. I mean, Nathan Drake had, like, witty lines, as usual. The combat was pretty cool. They did a lot of cool stuff where, like, it felt like gameplay at one point. They did pretty cool
Yeah,
stuff
that was
with
like
it.
there was like a short segment where it was.
But I
like,
wouldn't want to
where
see, like, a
came
full
into
feature
it.
film of it.
I
mean,
felt like it was cool, and it was like obviously a lot of fan service was in it, and that was cool
Yeah.
to see. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I felt like some of it was kind of cringy. Not gonna lie.
oh, with, like, the hairstyle.
Yeah, like I don't know, like just some of the lines felt like they just put them in just because it's like, hey, it's Uncharted. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
there are some
It
like
didn't
that,
feel
but I think
natural in
it's
a way,
also-
maybe? They just felt,
it's-
like, a little bit forced.
It feels too full. Yeah, it feels like too forced at some layers. Like there was a couple of moments I think where Nathan Fillion says something, and it's like it didn't feel like it needed to, or it kept like it was like I think it was the scene when he was getting hit by the guy in the chair, and it was like it felt that they had to keep kind of focusing on that he's being hit, and it didn't actually look like he was being hit, to be honest. The way his reactions didn't seem to me entirely realistic that he was actually being hit. Some of them were, but like I just feel like some of the lines he said as well felt a little forced at times.
Yeah.
I still
I
think
like some of the
Kitty Get
references,
Wet.
though. Did you guys notice how I said, like, Charlie Cutter on, like, the dashboard?
oh, I did not know.
Like when
I
he's downloading the
watched-
plans, like it's really hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
watched
says,
Dan's
like, files
reaction
received from
and
Charlie
Dan said
Cutter.
it, so
Yeah, Dan saw it. Yeah, Dan did like a reaction to it.
I didn't see it. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, overall, like, once again, it was a short 15-minute like movie style thing. For what it was, I thought it was relatively decent.
I was happy with the announcement though. Like I'm glad
Like
it
I
wasn't
was
like Sony.
for what it was good. But I
Yeah.
just don't think we need to see a full movie.
Yeah.
You know.
It was cool that they shadow dropped it too. Like we got the full thing for free right away.
Yeah.
I think it was like the best outcome it could have been. Honestly,
I was like, I think I was
like,
one of the first people that saw it because like
yeah.
I saw it on Nathan Fillion's Twitter. So
Yeah.
when I saw the video, it had like less than 1,000 views. So
Yeah, I didn't see it. I think it came out like pretty early my time. Like I woke up and everybody was talking about it. Like, cool.
It came out in the morning. So.
Yeah, cool stuff though.
I think I'd been out of the house. I came back and just suddenly saw like Twitter kind of like half blowing up, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's out." But then that was big. I think that was like 12,000 views or something.
I was
like that.
surprised by how much the mainstream media said they wanted like a full film with Nathan Fillion. It was really cool though.
Of course
but I don't
they'd
feel like
say
it
it,
needs
though.
it.
Yeah,
It
that
was
seems
really
like
cool.
something they'd say, like no matter how bad, like no matter
Yeah.
how good or bad it is.
Also, I want to talk about one more thing. It's kind of weird having this like location set as Uncharted because when you think of Uncharted, you think of like the woods and like or like the jungles and everything and like the stealth and just like
It
what makes
kinda
a
reminded
grand
me
adventure.
of,
this felt like you're just in like a random mansion and everything.
It
just
kind of reminded me
finding
of did you ever watch Uncharted Avenger?
Ivan. Oh yeah, like the
Yeah, like
spin-off.
they had to break into
Yeah.
the house or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it was kind
It
of
was like a cool little mini adventure, I guess.
Yeah, because it's obviously because it feels like they're like trying to set something up for like a larger story, right? And this is just like kind of like
Yeah.
a small part in that.
And this took place between
the
Uncharted
opening.
2 and 3, they said.
Yeah, because that would make sense.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
can't
that's
pull it
only
off any other
where-
way.
But he's
Can't
wearing
be.
his costume from Uncharted 4. Work
yeah,
that one
I
out.
know, I saw that. Too.
What, you don't wear the
So
same
that's
clothes
like that's
ever
us
again?
being nitpicky at that point.
I mean,
yeah.
We
no, in
haven't seen
Uncharted
both.
you don't. Every game there's different shirt, different. I don't know about jeans.
It's
but
true.
just-
This is
Ah,
before they
jeans are a
killed
little
off Sully
different
again in
sometimes.
Uncharted 3.
But yeah, that would make sense because that was like because we know that technically after Uncharted 2, like Nate and Elena got married, but then they split up kind of.
Yeah.
So then
Wait,
like,
they didn't get married at the end of 2, did they?
Yeah,
Not at the
That was
end
at
of
the
2,
end
in
of 3.
between 2 and 3.
like in between.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
they got
like,
married and split off?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why she has the ring. She,
Oh,
she
that's
has-
right,
she
yeah,
wears
yeah,
rings. And
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 then
that's
he
right. And
wears
then
it at the end of the
Damn, I need
game.
to play these games again.
because I'm guessing they probably just split up.
Yeah, because at the end
like,
of 2 at
she
the
couldn't,
village.
like,
Man, this is
deal
just gonna
with
turn into an
this.
Uncharted episode again. Oh man.
Yeah, because it's not like where until after 3 where he's kind of says like I'm done with this life, you know.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, I guess.
It was cool though.
Yeah,
Props to them.
it was
for
good, it
making
was
It
good.
was
I
really
guess
good.
it's
I'm glad it
pretty
happened. I mean, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
Cool
I
to
still
see.
don't want a feature-length film, but
Yeah. But I think
was-
it's better than having like a Hollywood version. So it was cool.
Yeah,
that
because
we
that's
got
the
it.
thing. I feel like it felt that even though it was that thing of like trying to get your head around the fact that someone else is trying to be Nathan Drake, if it was done by Hollywood, I think they'd butcher it a lot more. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like and I mean maybe Tom Holland as young Drake could work. I think that you could get away with, but even then, depending on how you tackle it and who you're gonna get for which character, and how much that's gonna tie into like the overall story, and then it felt like this one was, even though they didn't seemingly go to Naughty Dog for anything, it felt that they could have quite easily worked with Naughty Dog on this, because it did feel like it was made by someone who genuinely has played the games.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, like I said, it's like the best outcome kind of thing. I do think though that if this does go to a full feature film, I always said Nolan North and Nathan Fillion for Drake, because again, Nolan North might not look exactly like him, but he has the voice. Nathan Fillion kind of looks like him and is similar in personality.
I think
I'm
it's
like-
too hard for either of them now though, because like let's be honest, Nathan Fillion is kind of past his prime. I think.
yeah,
It's-
he's getting up there.
He is, but like, does
like,
age really matter?
Especially for
Like-
the action
Yeah,
scenes,
kind
you
of.
I
can
mean,
tell,
there's always
especially for the
makeup and
action
stuff. You
scenes.
could have freaking like hair color and stuff.
No,
It doesn't matter about stunts either,
There's
because like you can have stunt doubles.
But I still don't want a film in general. I think this was a cool outcome. Though.
I mean, I'm just saying Nathan Fillion would need to lose some pounds, you know.
he was looking a little puffy.
Yeah, you know the part where he was like shooting and he was like running up to the wall,
Mm.
like jogging up to the wall. That was like, yeah, I don't know.
I didn't notice anything.
But then I think
so.
that's all things that if you got the bigger budget and you know this big scale you're going for, I think that's just a natural thing. You see it with a lot of films that,
Yeah.
I think that he would be fine if there was a big film. I'm still on the kind of like I don't want the film, but if it has to happen, I feel like it's better to go for the one that seems to work rather than trying to find someone else that perhaps won't.
If they
like
still do
Chris
one,
Pratt.
I hope it's probably going to be Tom Holland, because that's something that hasn't really been established as much.
Yeah, I
'Cause you
I
could
would
pull
definitely
off a little Drake more than you could pull off like replacing Nolan North.
I would definitely
So.
prefer young Drake. But then at that point, it's like, is it even Uncharted anymore? Like we're asking for them to like not have Nathan
And also
Drake.
the
'Cause-
thing is,
Exactly,
if
yeah.
you do young Drake, you're losing out on a lot of action.
Yeah.
You can still have action.
You can still have action.
It's
I mean,
not
from the
like
beginning
it's
of
kinda
the
flat
game.
of an
You
airplane
can't-
or something.
You won't see Tom Holland like punching out dudes and stuff.
Well, no, but you have to remember, like, he's not going to be like
And-
Uncharted 3 Drake. He's going to be like, I don't know,
I know, the little
17,
kid Tom Holland.
18.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind
Exactly,
of like.
that's what I mean.
So,
That's what
I mean, that's
I mean,
not
you saw in
like
the beginning
Will.
of Uncharted 3, like when he couldn't shoot the guy.
I guess, but he's not gonna be like going around with assault like an AK-47.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you can't even shoot the guy, that one guard in Uncharted 3.
So,
They're gonna go around with 2 blades.
so that's what I mean. It's like, where would the action be in the game? Like, it's
Well, I
not
mean, it
gonna
wouldn't
that
really be
action-heavy.
focused on the action.
I think
at
it'd be
that
more
point. It'd
about the
focused more on
adventure more
story.
so than like
So then,
violence.
so then it's gonna have it would.
It'd focus on
have a
him
good story.
doing probably like his first kind of large scale adventure, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
But I don't feel like
Getting
I
into
like
the
that
life
because
or
I feel
something
like
like
that's too big for a film that's not made by the people that.
They would have to play
Unless-
the medium
unless-
pretty wrong because you can't go too big where it's like bigger than Uncharted 1, where like he's hanging
Well,
on
it's
the
like,
edge
it
of a
can't be,
train,
yeah.
but at the same time they can't really have him just talking and like looking at history and stuff and trying to figure out where the stuff is.
I
mean, I guess
think the
they
easiest
could,
way
but,
they can
yeah.
get callbacks in there is either keep it low key, but kind of I don't know.
I don't know.
I would take
Alright,
miniature fan films though. Honestly, I'd take
You
more
need
of
those
those.
explosions
Ma-
though, so there would be some kind of comment. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, we need
We're
to
talking
move
about
on
Uncharted,
because
seriously.
we don't have them. Yeah.
And speaking of
next
Tom
up-
Holland, Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man. So, well, Spider-Man
not
PS4.
this,
It's not the movie, but the game.
Same,
Spider-Man
same.
PS4.
Still Spider-Man.
I mean, that's this week has been San Diego Comic-Con, so Marvel they had a Marvel Games panel, and I guess they talked a bit about Spider-Man PS4. So we can just quickly talk about that. I mean, there's not really that much stuff we can talk. Like they released a new story trailer. We got the Velocity suit, like the third special suit that they were talking about. Was there anything else they talked about Spider-Man other than
They
that?
talked about the PS4 Pro bundle.
Oh,
They
yeah.
announced Funko
Pro
Pops.
controller.
They announced the Velocity
That's
suit,
good.
and then they showed off a new story trailer. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think
I mean,
PS4 looks good.
the story
Which,
trailer was like it just
It
kind of
was cool. They announced. I feel like I know a little bit more about the game and like who we're fighting in this game, rather than just knowing it's like Sinister Six and they're like men. Yeah.
Gotta add a few, all right?
What about that PS4 Pro, guys? You guys copping that?
No.
No.
I won't buy it, but I do like it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like the controller especially. The controller looks really cool.
Yeah, controller looks nice.
I feel like with the I don't know. I feel like with the there's not that like the design is I thought it was decent, but I just feel like with the PS4 Pro there's not much you can do with the design that will make it super stand out.
I mean,
Like
it's the
this is
Spider-Man
what you could
logo. I
do
feel
with
like that's the
Spider-Man.
best
It's
they
like a
can do.
Spider-Man logo. It's a Spider-Man logo on a red PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
So I
It's
mean
all
in
glossy,
itself it looks
shiny.
decent.
It would have been
it's
cool if
just
they
like-
added like white stripes or something like that. Like, you know where
Yeah,
there's
that's
like
what I
the
mean.
three
It's like
little
you can't
bumps
really
stuff.
do that much with the
Yeah.
design. They have
I
to
mean,
be like
it's the same as
relatively
much as a
basic.
PS4 Pro, so it's just extra stuff, I guess. But
Yeah, I guess.
man, that controller, man, like looks so cool. Like the white analog sticks and the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most cool looking DualShock 4 out there, easily. One of them. But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this top tier is honestly pretty. Because it's like, alright. On it,
The
like, the
story's
game's
good.
coming out in less than 2 months. I think I've seen enough now. I'll wait for the game to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really
We've
looking
seen
forward to
a lot of
Spider-Man.
films. Spider-Man.
I'm wondering
The
if it's
new
Marvel
suits.
that's pushing them to get more stuff out because it feels like they're showing a lot.
I mean, it's
compared to their other
Comic Con.
games.
I mean, if the
Yeah,
people
I know,
are like
but-
fans of Spider-Man, so I'm pretty sure like if you're making a game on Spider-Man and like you're coming to San Diego Comic Con, you're gonna want
I
to
know.
show quite a bit of stuff.
But
'Cause,
they
like,
literally
it's
showed like
the best.
something at E3, which was only a month ago. They also then
Yeah.
the month before that had an entire month of coverage from Game Informer.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want
Like-
to skip Comic Con when it's like that's where like if you're gonna
No,
show
I'm not
anything
saying skip
Spider-Man
Comic Con,
related, you're
but
gonna
I'm
show
just
it there.
saying like it seems like a lot. You know, like did they really
What
need that
would-
month of coverage?
Yeah, I mean I think it's wise because you're getting coverage out there at like one of the biggest, it's the biggest Comic Con, like it's the biggest convention in.
You know, I'm not
In
about
the
Comic
year.
Con. I'm just saying they're showing a
Yeah,
lot.
I think
They didn't necessarily have
like,
to cut that, but they could have at least shown less. It just seems like they're showing more. And considering it is at Comic Con, I'm just
I think
wondering.
they're just
I
trying
don't
to
think the
push it,
trailer was
like,
too
because it's,
revealing
like,
though.
it's-
It wasn't that
I
revealing.
haven't seen the trailer, so I'm not. You know, I'm,
Bro,
I'm not
how
talking
can you
about.
speak on that?
I didn't
I'm
think.
not.
You
I'm
think
not
it's too
speaking on
revealing,
the
but you haven't
contents.
watched it.
I'm speaking on the fact that they've shown a lot, as in they've shown multiple times different parts of the game. I haven't seen it, as I said, but like at E3. They had a month of coverage. They then showed a gameplay
Well,
demo at
the
E3.
footage, the new trailer doesn't show that much new. Like it shows like one new kind
No,
of.
but it's still
villain,
not the
like-
trailer. Is my point. Like it's
It's still
another
the same
showing.
stuff. It's still Spider-Man jumping off, leaping off of buildings to normal
That's
explosions.
Spider-Man though.
I think you know what I think.
Yeah,
they're
but you're
just
not
doing
playing
the final
Spider-Man
push.
for that. You're just playing Spider-Man to swing around the city and fight guys and the combat and everything.
But I'm just saying, it feels
Think-
like they're showing a lot. Whether what they
You don't
actually
watch
show
the trailer,
is a
bro.
lot. But I'm not. When I say a lot, I don't mean they're showing a lot of the game in terms of they're revealing loads of different things
Yeah,
within
yeah, I
it.
know
I'm
what
just
you mean.
saying they're putting
just
out
saying,
a lot
like-
of different trailers and gameplay and interview. And interviews are fine, but like, just seems a lot more so.
I
than-
personally, from what I saw, they revealed the Velocity suit. That was like the third pre-order bonus that they were keeping in the wraps. By the way, each suit's gonna have like different powers, which is pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I
apparently
don't
the,
get why
like, the
they're doing
Iron
those
Spider's gonna
pre-order
have like
bonuses though.
you get those suits in the game for actual gameplay if you don't pre-order. You just get them quicker if you pre-order.
I hate that. Why is that a thing?
That's in
I mean,
every
if you
game.
can get them for free, I mean, like,
I know it's.
Dude, I want to say I'm digging. I'm putting on the Iron Spider right away.
I just say it's like when I got Assassin's Creed Origins, I got like collector's edition because it was cheaper, and it's like they give you 5 skill points. I'm like, I don't want skill points. I'll progress and I'll
XP
play the
is
game.
stupid because that's experience. You're not having experience. By
But if you're
buying
getting
the
extra
game right
abilities,
away.
like God of War gives you like
But I think
higher
that's
tier
I
armor
think they
within.
I think Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man literally does pre-order bonuses the best way you can do. You get suits early, but you can still get them through gameplay by just playing the game. They said it's
Dude,
not
that
that hard to
element
get.
is
You could
cool.
literally just play the game and just get these suits. You're not locking off content for anybody.
That element is cool that you can still go within the game, but I don't like the fact that they're giving you something that can give you an advantage to make things easier.
But
early
then
on.
at that point, you're just freaking saying there should be no pre-order bonuses, which I agree is kind of stupid. But
No, I didn't say that.
yeah. But what would you
They
rather
could be a
do?
pre-order bonus, but just not
Like
something that you get earlier, or I don't know,
I think it's fine.
or something that comes later as a free download. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the game giving you something that makes the game easier early on. Because
I think it's everything I've been seeing on Marvel Spider-Man. I
mean, whatever, it's
They're
not-
doing. I don't like how there's DLC and stuff, which is kind of stupid. But I don't know. It's gonna be
Plus-
interesting to see what their post like launch content stuff is.
often
Right.
what happens with like pre-order bonuses is when they are tied to like power or being better is that
The suits, I don't think-
that might go out.
I don't think
like,
the
you might not
suit- I
want to
don't
use
think
that
the suits
later on
have
because it's
stat.
not as powerful as something else, unless you
suits
can
don't-
upgrade it.
The suits don't have stats, I believe. So the suits in like Spider-Man, like they have like one skill that they like. I'm pretty sure like each suit's gonna have like different abilities, like or like it's gonna give you at least one new ability, but that ability isn't locked to that suit, so you can like kind of fuse that ability onto any cool looking suit you want.
Oh,
So if you like the Iron Spider's ability, but you don't like the outfit of the Iron Spider, you can put it on like the normal Spider-Man suit.
well, that's cool.
So there's like, they're really doing like a really cool way of, like, I think the way they're approaching it is cool. I mean, the pre-order bonuses are really kind of like irrelevant, but that's like most games out there nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not like it justifies it at all, but yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I'm interested to see what like each suit does. The Velocity suit also looks pretty cool. Those are like my two favorite. Spider-Man Punk looks pretty cool, I guess, but those two are like the ones I'm on.
have they confirmed the Homecoming suit? Or
Yeah, isn't that one of
I
the-
feel like I've
There's
seen
that-
it, but
I thought that was one of the pre-order bonuses, wasn't it?
no.
No,
It's
there's
the
Spider-Punk,
Spider-Punk
there's
one.
Velocity suit, and then there's Iron Spider.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that game. So
Yeah, I'm excited to change around all the different suits. I know that's like a stupid thing to say,
Yeah.
but
I wonder how many they're going to be. Have they said?
They said a lot more than people are saying. They said there was a lot of suits in the game.
But it's dev talk. But I mean, I trust them. But I'm just
I
saying.
think there's gonna be a decent amount because it's like
Yeah.
I
if
hope
you're a
so.
superhero, costumes you want to customize, you know.
I mean, you figure you got.
I still
like,
feel
all
like
the
there's a lot,
comics,
but I
all
think
the
there's a lot
movies.
they haven't showed. Because like they've always said there's like a ton in this game that they haven't showed yet. In terms of like the amount of suits they have. They've literally only revealed like maybe 4 suits that they have in the game. And apparently there's like dozens of suits.
Do
There's
you
a lot of
think-
suits in this game.
Do you think like they've confirmed Mary Jane is playable, haven't they?
Yeah, they
Oh,
have.
did you know she's voiced by Laura
Bailey, yeah.
Oh,
I said
really?
that the other day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you think Miles Morales is gonna be playable?
I don't. It would be like one of the surprises, kind of like how Ellie was a surprise playable
Yeah.
character in Last of Us.
Because
I'm not
like
gonna confirm it.
the part in the trailer where they're like all talking together and they're like all
Yeah.
planning to do whatever sort of mission. It's like, oh, it made me
Yeah.
think like, okay, is he gonna be playable?
Who's Miles?
Mm.
He's
Miles Morales?
He's like the second Spider-Man. I don't really know.
Yeah, in the comics, he becomes Spider-Man after Peter dies.
Oh, and he's in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like young though. Well, not
Yeah.
I wouldn't say super.
He's
young.
like
They
in
also
high
mentioned him
school,
in
and
Homecoming.
Yeah, he's
Peter's
like a
like
teenager.
out of college.
He's pretty much that. He looks like he's like the age of like Tom Holland in a way that they portray him in Homecoming.
yeah, like 15 or something.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
All right.
Looks
It's kind of crazy that Spider-Man's coming out like really soon though, like a month and a half.
Yeah, hey, don't say that. It's closer to school, man. I don't want that.
I don't know if I get Spider-Man on release, but I'm gonna try and get it within a decent time frame of its release.
The 2 games I know for sure I'm getting on release for the rest of the year are Spider-Man and Red Dead.
Yeah,
Man, I can't wait
it's same
for
with
those
me.
two.
Same with me. Even if I don't play it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them on release.
Yeah,
The Holy
you'll-
Trinity this year was God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead.
True. I
For me.
guess.
Think I got
Not
it.
like in
God of
terms of
War.
quality, but like the games I was looking forward to going into 2018
Mm.
were those 3. Yeah.
We'll talk about that more later. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll go through this next one pretty fast. I'm pretty sure. They announced a Sly Cooper animated TV series. I think. Is that they announced it or?
Yeah, they like.
Yeah.
I think it's coming out October 2019. They said 52 episodes. Each episode's like 10 minutes long or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
Why?
So it's gonna. We
That's
don't know
weird.
what it's
So
gonna be.
isn't that
played
really
on.
like 26 at that point? Because they're gonna be like SpongeBob, where it's like
Yeah.
2 together.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, that's
Probably.
true. Yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like that. So yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like a kids TV show, coming
weird.
like next year in October.
Did they confirm what channel? Is it like Nickelodeon?
No, they haven't confirmed any like platforms they're gonna be on, like any
Netflix?
TV shows or anything like that.
PlayStation.
It
View?
wouldn't be Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like on TV or something.
I honestly doubt
PlayStation
I'd
View
watch
exclusive.
it.
Imagine.
I
That'd be
think
funny.
if it was on regular TV, like I don't have Netflix or anything, so like if it was on regular TV, I think I'd like record
Yeah.
an episode or something.
I'm gonna turn on one of my lights in the back of my room. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You know what's
Life technical.
it's weird that they have this and they still had the like we don't know the production of the Sly Cooper movie. I don't know if that's still a thing
There
or
we go.
Unless that translated into this.
maybe. They had that teaser like years ago for Sly Cooper movie.
Yeah, I remember.
Yo,
That's
yeah,
a
that
long
was really
time ago.
cool. Did any of you guys see the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yep.
Yep.
I liked it
was
a lot.
so bad.
I liked it as well.
You liked it?
I liked it, dude. They had a lot of
Excuse me,
cool Easter
Justin,
eggs.
Get
in it.
out of it. Get out of it.
It was so bad. Are you serious?
The game
It
was better,
boring.
but
Did
it
you
was-
see
I was
the
gonna
after
fall
credits
asleep.
scene?
It was so boring. I was gonna fall asleep.
That was like
It was cool.
that was
I
one of
played
the
the game
coolest
as a kid, though.
moments.
But I
It
went in
focused-
knowing it wasn't gonna be like quality of like
It
you know.
focused more on Captain Clark than actually Ratchet and Clank. It was so boring.
I could.
But
see
But
flaws
did
in
you
it.
see the
like
after
it.
credits scene?
I don't remember. I might have, but I don't remember.
Doctor
what it was.
Nefarious crashing on the planet.
My lighting's really weird right now. I'm sorry.
I don't remember.
He gets out of the crashed
I don't
ship
remember.
and he has
It's
the
been a
glass
while,
head.
so-
Yeah,
Coolest thing.
that was cool.
That was
Teased it
like
for an upcoming movie that
yeah.
will not happen.
When's the next one? And I hope it's all in the game this time, not like across the film. I'd take another film, but like I preferred them to just.
The film
spend
was
the
cool.
money
I liked it. Did you see when he's like in the ship and it had like Jack and Daxter? That was cool.
in the film.
They had a
Oh,
Jack
oh
and
yeah,
Daxter
They go
Easter
through like
egg
a different like scanning
different
of like what
profiles,
Clank is
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. Yeah, I think didn't they have Sly Cooper in that as well?
They had Sly Cooper and did they have Jack and Daxter? I think it was Sly Cooper.
I think yeah, they had Jack. They had either. I'm not sure if they had Jack, but I'm
They
pretty
might
sure
have
they
had
had
Daxter and they had Sly.
and Sly. Yeah.
Yeah, those two.
Hmm.
It was a cool
Concepts.
movie. It wasn't like a good movie, but it was like personally cool.
I think it's like if you like the games, you probably like the film. Honestly, if you don't like
Yeah,
the
it's
games,
like
or
it's
But
animated.
I like the game.
Yeah, but the
I
games
like
are also
the movie.
gameplay oriented though, where it's like fun and there's like so many cool different like devices you can use. Man,
suppose, yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
about
I-
this movie makes me want another Ratchet and Clank game.
I didn't care about the story for the game, so I feel like I wouldn't care about the story in the
Yeah.
movie.
The movie was better in terms of the story, and then the game just had like some of the movie cutscenes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, some of them, but he didn't have the Doctor Nefarious thing, which I feel like is key to the plot of everything. But
Yeah.
that was still a surprise, I suppose. So
I
I
watched
went
the
to the
movie.
cinema and saw that, and I was like,
I did too. It was really cool.
well, I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, cool, it's a cool film, and then they show that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I like this film.
I watched it in the theater with some of my friends.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, that's a Sly Cooper TV show.
Mm.
All right.
Also known as
Not
Ratchet and
much
Clank
news
is all
there.
Good.
I feel like we're talking about a lot about TV because of Comic Con and stuff. That's cool.
Bates Motel's pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, Walking Dead's also pretty cool.
It's not
Better Call Saul, season 4, August 6th, AMC. 9, 8
Arrow.
Central.
45 minutes.
Maybe
Arrow.
10. Maybe. I don't know.
We need sponsors on this podcast.
I need Dan here. I need Dan here to
AMC
back me up.
sucks.
We're getting AMC and
They're greedy.
to
CW.
sponsor us. And they sponsor a gaming podcast we're just going to talk about. games and then Uncharted.
Should we talk about our last topic, or should we answer the question?
Well, we
that
have
got
the
last
fan
week?
question we can answer
Yeah.
really quick. I mean, this takes like 2 minutes, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna answer because I don't give a shit about. Okay. Anyways, the game is favorite indie game this generation.
And what was
You
that,
just pissed
Justin?
off Balloon Angel right there.
Casual.
Don't.
Oh, man.
I passed. You guys?
I'll
question
say
was-
Inside for me.
Indie
Ooh.
game.
I have that game downloaded. I have to play it.
Inside. It's so good. It's so fun.
Is it creepy? Is it
It's
really
not
creepy?
fun. Yeah, fun. I don't know. It's a weird word to describe Inside. I'd say like immersive. I don't know. It's a really cool world. I like that game.
The question. So the question is favorite indie this gen.
Favorite indie game
Yeah.
this gen. I mean, Ryan said something else I was gonna say, but I went with Inside since he was gonna pick that. Yeah.
I was gonna say Hellblade. I absolutely
Yeah.
love Hellblade. I
Say.
think it's a really special game. I think it's one of the few games that really benefit, like the story really benefits from having it be in a game. Because I feel like a lot of games, you can just take out the cutscenes, turn into just a really, I guess, low budget CGI movie, and it'll be the same. But like Hellblade, you wouldn't get the same experience without actually playing it. And that was honestly probably one of the first times I felt like that when playing a game in terms of the story.
I absolutely love that game. Like how it has no HUD. or,
Yeah,
like,
it's so
really
it
cool.
doesn't even have like any button. Like when you
Yeah.
first play the game, there's no button prompts to like press jump or whatever. I mean, obviously it's X, like you know how to play games.
I think
but-
the whole game has no HUD. There's at no ever time it telling you to press a certain button.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm just gonna
That
figure it
game
out.
is so. I'm gonna play it again. I think.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's such a good game, and I hate horror, and it's not really a horror game. It's kind of creepy at some points.
Yeah.
And like some points I was getting creeped out, and most times I'd just be like, I don't know, I'm kind of a wuss, so I just like throw the controller and not finish. But no, definitely this game I had to see it to the end. It was such a good game.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, near the end it gets really cool.
Yeah, it's
Great
cool at the
game.
end.
Justin and Josh, have you played it? Have you played?
No.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll get it
Hellblade.
on PC. I'll get it on PC probably.
I do want to play Hellblade though. Definitely.
Coming to
Ooh, I
Xbox.
can play it on PC.
It's an
play
easy
4K.
platinum, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like I
Probably
played
get it
through
on
the game
PS4
again,
then.
trying to get this last one that I forgot, like the Runic thing.
I can play it in 4K though. Play it on 4K on my PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 60.
I'll play
Damn,
it
that was
some-
already
I'll
a
play it
year ago.
sometime.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
almost a
crazy.
year ago. That's crazy,
Crazy.
dude.
Time flies.
Now they're working on their next project with Xbox. Looking forward to that.
Oh,
I'll be
boy.
able to.
DMC,
It's not gonna be on Xbox
Devil
One.
May
It's gonna
Cry
be on,
2.
like,
I'll be able to play it.
I have my PC, so I'm fine.
But will it be
Yeah.
able to run on your PC?
All right, Justin and Josh, favorite indie game. And yes,
I passed,
Justin, you gotta say
I
something.
passed.
I don't know what I'd say.
Justin,
but
just
I'm
a
gonna-
pass.
Journey.
Journey.
Okay, fine. Journey. I'll start playing.
Have you
it,
played Journey?
No, I'll play it this summer.
Oh my god.
You say
I haven't played
it's
it
your
either, but I
favorite one
wouldn't
this
say
gen,
Journey.
and you're gonna play it soon.
I'll-
Yeah, that's a
I'll
last
play
gen
it-
game,
I'll
too.
play it in a few weeks.
I know it's not
Uh,
even this generation, Justin.
Fine, Abzu.
I
played
forgot
Abzu?
about
Journey
that
of
game.
Underwater.
Hey Justin, have you played Abzu?
No.
Oh,
I
Abzu.
said
Cool,
pass. I
that's
said
disappointing.
You
pass.
must
Sorry.
have played
I-
something like on PS Plus.
I don't think.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
Tricky Tower or something.
No, I don't think I did. I really don't think I played any of the
Bruh.
games.
Hitman. Does that count?
I didn't play it, man.
I feel like
Josh,
I can.
are you
we should
struggling
be-
to
I should be able
find a
count that
game?
one. Because Hitman is technically.
Was Resogun indie? I feel like it was published by
Yep.
Sony.
Sorry, I didn't play that.
Oh well, I guess it's
You
like
haven't
indie
played
published
one of
by
the
Sony.
best PS4 launch titles?
I know I got my PS4 late though. I didn't get it at launch.
This man. I guess that makes sense because you wouldn't buy it.
I got my PS4 1 year after.
Hmm.
So yeah, I got in like holiday 2014. Holy shit, that's almost 4 years ago. Can you believe that?
I've had my PS4 for almost 5 years. That's crazy.
Yeah. 5, what was it? November 15th, I think?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Stayed home from school. Played Knack. Good times.
What a great
Wow.
I
time.
played Knack and
It's a
Battlefield 4.
great game. Great game.
Great time to be
Yeah, the
alive.
first game I put on my PS4 right here was Knack.
Yo,
Legendary
you guys think Knack 3 launch title PS5?
I'd buy it.
Honestly, they made an Knack 2.
Knack 2
I
is
don't get
underrated,
why.
fam. Knack 2
I
is
feel like
underrated.
it's not out completely out of the question.
Didn't the first Knack sell well though?
Yeah, but it was also
But
a launch title.
Well, that's
It
what
was
I mean.
different.
Like, so like, why
'Cause
not?
you see like Assassin's
make a
Creed,
sequel?
Killzone, and like Knack actually looks very different from like that launch. So I don't blame why people bought it. And it was like the only platformer that was like new. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new IP.
All the other games were like third-party games that were like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield. Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Alright,
launch was
so,
kind of depressing.
We have one final topic we can talk.
I was
that
just
we
gonna
can
say,
talk about.
I'd probably say Resogun Stardew Valley.
Oh,
or,
sorry. Did you not go yet? My bad.
No, I've.
I'm so sorry. I thought
I mean, as I said, I'm not too sure. I'd probably either say Resogun Stardew Valley or Hitman, because I'm going to count that because technically they're independent. So.
Yeah.
Technically, they split apart after the Hitman game, but it's still. You know.
Wait, then it wasn't made as an indie game.
Well, no, but
Then
the
it doesn't
developer's independent, so like.
Count. All right, Justin and Josh
I'll break the
Casual.
rules.
sorry.
Confirmed.
To be fair, I've played a lot of indie games, I just haven't beaten them. Transistor was the other one I was thinking of, which I have beaten.
Transistor. I haven't beat that. I played a little bit of that. That was also PlayStation Plus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
It was
yeah,
after
I
bought it,
played
I
it,
think.
yeah.
It was. I think. Well, no, maybe I did go with
Yeah.
PS Plus. I can't remember now.
Can't think of anything else, but yeah.
Oh, oh wait, no. I was gonna say. No, never mind. I was gonna say Rocket League. That's not an indie game, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is?
That was
Yeah.
another one I was thinking of as well.
Oh, okay. That's
Rocket
my
League.
game. That's my game. Rocket League.
There we go.
Alright,
Justin's
there
not
we
a
go.
casual confirmed.
Platinum did in like the first day or something.
I feel like
Even a rock.
everyone liked Rocket League but me. I just
don't
couldn't
well,
get
I
into
don't
it.
like
Ryan,
it that much.
we
but,
need
like,
to talk
it was
about
fun,
this.
Whatever.
What did you
Sorry,
not like
it's a
about
little
Rocket
game.
League? I want to see if
I
you had the
just-
same idea as me.
I
The
don't
car
know, like,
football.
I don't know.
I mean, I got it free. It was free PS Plus. I was
To
like,
me, it felt clunky. Like, it didn't feel like I was playing a sport. Like, when we're all ramming the ball together, it didn't feel
Yeah.
like there's, like, any, like, some sort of skill here. It just felt like we were just all ramming the ball.
I, think
I
it's
always
just fun if
assumed
you-
I was just
it's
really
fun if
bad
you-
at the
it's
game,
fun if
not
you
gonna
play
lie.
with friends.
Yeah,
It's fun
same.
if
I
you
thought
play
that
with
too, but I
friends.
actually, like, looked at... Apparently, people can actually find skill in that game. Like, it's hard for me to see it.
Should we do a gaming out? It's called Plays Rocket League or something?
Rocket League.
2v2. 2v2.
I mean,
That'll
yeah,
be
we
one
could
of
do
our
2v2.
special episodes.
It's just
Yeah,
me
we-
always like running
Justin,
under the
Rocket
ball.
League.
I'll
And
go
then
with
choose
Ryan,
some-
you go with Brandon.
All
There you
right.
go. Team.
There we go.
Or
Coming
you
up
could do
next week.
Or you could do like. Oh no, I was gonna say if
We
you
all
do-
have our
if you
face
get- if
cams
you get
and
like
everything.
Dan,
Let's
if you get
do
like
it.
Dan or something, you could do like
Do
Team
countries.
USA versus Team UK. Except
That would
I'm
be actually
alone-
really cool.
I'm
We gotta
alone
do that.
now.
That would be
I'm
really
alone
cool.
now. I'm alone now.
You gotta
Oh, wait,
recruit a
Justin.
new
But yeah, but you're
podcast
part of, like,
member.
NA, right? Some sort of, like...
Oh,
North
okay, I'll be
America.
Team North
Just
America
get
versus
paid.
Team
Yeah,
UK.
We're doing
There we go.
continents now.
Yeah, that's Team Continents. There we go.
Team North America versus Team UK.
Team NA, yeah.
Or I mean, wait,
EU, I don't know.
EU,
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm
you'd
really
be
bad
EU,
at
right?
geog, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's EU.
yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
EU.
Josh,
EU,
you know,
Team
right?
NA.
I mean, technically,
Yeah,
because of
NA, EU, it
Brexit,
is
we
that.
wouldn't be part of. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with Brexit and politics and split apart from the
Wait,
EU.
but then wouldn't it be
Well, you're not
Ryan,
Asia, so-
me, and Justin versus
no,
Josh?
no. Okay, currently of the existing continents, yes, we're part of the EU, but the Brexit idea was that we would split apart. The UK would then leave the EU.
So UK would be a Comic-Con.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be
I
a continent.
Think so? Well, I don't
No,
know.
I don't
That's
buy
what I'm
that.
saying. You're asking me, but I don't basically know anything about the way that
I think
the
it's just
Brexit,
your
but-
own country, but you'd still be part of.
Yeah.
No, I think the thing was literally splitting away completely from the
From
European Union,
Europe?
which is yep,
You are?
because EU is like European Union, I believe, or,
Hmm.
or Europe for sure. Yeah,
Alright,
no,
well,
yeah,
the idea stands. You're across the ocean.
That's wow. You guys really hate Europe, huh?
We'll be the left hemisphere.
Team West,
I don't
Team
really
East.
like
Yeah, team Super West versus Team Other West.
Yeah.
'Cause technically they're both West. Like
I know, we are technically both West if you look at it, yeah. But
West.
we're gonna make
West
that
two.
happen. That'll be one of our episodes. We'll play like Fortnite
Yeah,
squads, or we'll
West
play
one,
like
West
2v2 Rocket
oh
League.
boy, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite squads.
Hey,
yeah.
we gotta get those subs up. Start playing Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, shall we finish this up? We're almost out of time.
Yeah,
so-
we
last
gotta go.
topic.
Well, at least I gotta
Are we
go.
doing it? Oh.
All right. This is game of the year so far, and fall games that could end up like topping it. So I guess give us your game of the year right now, and then, any potential contenders for the rest of 2018, because we're like halfway, a bit more than halfway through. I mean, it's basically only the fall games that could beat it. So
Yep.
yeah.
See, I know.
I guess I'll go first. I'll go first then. Right now, game of the year, I would say. I mean, right now, I guess I would just say God of War, because out of the new games I've played, I played like Shadow of the Colossus, A Way Out, Detroit, God of War, and then the rest is pretty much like old games that aren't even this year that I've played. So yeah, right now I'd say God of War, and for the fall, I can only see two games that could probably beat it, either Spider-Man or Red Dead. So yeah, those are the two that could potentially top it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because Spider-Man, I really like Spider-Man, so I feel like my love for Spider-Man could end up topping God of War. Red Dead, it's just Rockstar quality game, so that could potentially top it out as well. So
I think you'll get more
those are the
excited when
two.
you beat the first.
Yeah, true.
You can't.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
right now I'm
You
not
gotta
like
beat
super.
the first.
I'm looking forward to Red Dead, but it's not like I'm super hyped or anything like that.
That will change.
I just gotta beat the first one soon.
Man,
But yeah,
we were
I
talking
think-
about this last week. Please, Rockstar, make Sprint something other than
Yeah.
spamming X.
Yeah.
Change up
Or
the
go first
controls.
person and hold L3.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it that.
So
L3, even a bumper. You know, you put on L1. Like The Last of Us has, I think, on L1 or R1.
Oh yeah.
For
Fine,
what?
too.
That's true.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, for sprint. Yeah, it's L1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, R1 to reload. And
I'd probably say God of War is game of the year for so far. I think that's easily the game that I've enjoyed the most. That was like the game I was looking forward to the most as well. Like that game, like even though like the press say it's like the next best thing since sliced bread, which I think it's slightly under that.
Sliced bread.
sliced bread's better. Come on.
Slightly under that, but it's yeah.
So much
It's a great
variation
game.
in sliced bread.
You could put Marmite on it. Or Bovrils. Yeah.
And then the game that will beat it, man, it comes down between Spider-Man and Red Dead, but I'd probably go with Red Dead because Rockstar games are like almost like a console launch when they come out. Like they're crazy big games, and like I can't wait for that to happen again this year.
Yeah,
with Red Dead Online and like the big campaign that Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna have. So I'd probably go with that.
It's like
And there's so much mystery with that game that excites me. Like we haven't seen any gameplay, and I'm still like super excited for it.
yeah.
Man.
Me personally, I would say Shadow of the Colossus remake. I don't know if that counts because it's like, you know, it's not a new game, it's a remake. But
No, I can't. It should count.
I really enjoyed it. Like surprisingly more so than I thought it was. I thought like taking down each colossi was really fun, and I thought the end story, the story at the end, people kind of hyped it up for me. I thought it was going to be like super crazy or super like amazing, and I thought it was good. I still think it's good, but overall I thought it was a really great game, and I think it's a really good remake. What can beat it? Easily Red Dead. There's like Red Dead's gonna be so good. I don't even care. People like to hate on. There are the people that think Rockstar's like gods. I don't think that, obviously. And there's people that like to hate on Rockstar. And it's like whatever. Okay, but I think Rockstar makes amazing games. Like Brandon was saying, like when Rockstar releases a game, it's an event. Like unlike anything other. Maybe like early Call of Duty games, I'd say. Like back then, but in terms of like the past 2 generations, I feel like it was like early Call of Duty games, and then like obviously Rockstar, and then just to think that we haven't gotten like a new Rockstar game in the past 5 years. It's gonna be the first one on next gen. I guess it's a prequel to my favorite Rockstar game, and a game that I think really did a good job of blending story and open world, which many games don't.
Do you guys like? Yeah. Do you guys remember GTA 5's launch? Like that was almost as big as like the PS4
That was
launch.
crazy.
Almost,
Yeah,
like, it was crazy, dude.
I remember seeing ads,
Insane.
so many ads on TV, and just the internet.
Everybody was playing
Yeah,
that game.
everyone was
Everybody
playing it.
was playing that game. It was crazy.
I remember I woke
can't
up
wait for
early to
Red Dead 2.
download it on my PS3 back in the day, and
I was 13, so like I had to convince my parents I was like that kid, and like it took me like a month, but I finally got it, and I was like super hyped to play it.
yeah, I think I was
That was like the one game I struggled to actually get.
I think I was 14, yeah, and my parents were still pretty, they didn't want me to get it, so I downloaded it instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my face cam just cut out. Huh.
Oh no, Brandon
You
died.
might see a
Oh,
black
no.
bar, guys. Now.
For the end. Well,
Huh.
This guy
That's
who's gonna
interesting.
last the longest on the first game.
That'll be interesting. Oh, now it's back. Okay.
let's
That's
do a
weird.
random cut. Half-Life,
Technically,
yeah.
it's just
All right,
cool.
Josh and Justin. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Justin already
I
went.
agree, man.
Josh.
Last up, Josh.
I think my game of the year would be A Way Out, probably.
Mm.
It's either between that or God of War, but when I replayed The Way Out after playing God of War, I just feel like it's
A Way Out
unique.
is.
It's
I
different.
don't know. I tried playing A Way Out again with another friend, and it was not fun to play a second time.
I loved The Way Out. It was really fun. I played it twice, both with Justin and Josh, and it was great, like the concept. But personally, I think God of War is like a bigger and like overall, but like it was a great adventure and like fun. And there's
There's
so
things
much
I like
payoff
about
in
God
that
of War
game.
quite a bit, but I don't know. As I said, it is definitely between God of War and A Way Out, and if I had to not like list 1 and 2, A Way Out and God of War would pretty much be fine between those two positions. I think I enjoyed A Way Out more though. As I said, it's different, and it's just cool. I just think it does have what basically no other game has really. I mean, obviously, there's other games that like co-op nature about them and like teamwork and things like that, but I feel like A Way Out manages to do it in the same way, or what you'd expect from. Actually, speaking of indie games, I mean, I know that's been published by EA, but technically, that's like an indie game. within its who it's been developed.
Yeah,
by.
but they got funds from EA.
Yeah, I guess
I was
that's
gonna
the
say that, but yeah.
So it's indie. It's like AA, I guess. But yeah, I think that, and I think the only game that could really top it is Spider-Man. I think
Is that Red Dead?
Yeah, I mean, I've not played the first Red Dead, and I really don't care as much as anyone else for it. I'd like to see gameplay. I don't know if I'll get that at launch. Yeah, but I think I think another game that I'm interested.
Like you're not excited.
You don't care to
for it.
play?
Because everyone's excited for it. It's one of those that like I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
it's not like just
for you,
because everybody
Josh?
else
Is
is
it too
excited
cool
doesn't
for
make
you?
it bad.
No, I mean I like
Reason
GTA 5.
With the smoke, there's
a lot.
fire.
But like all three of you, besides Justin, has played Red Dead. You played the first one, so like you kind of, if you like that a lot, you're probably gonna like this one. And I know it's gonna be a decent game because it's Rockstar. Like it's not gonna be a terrible game. I'm not. Nothing I've seen is like really like mind blowing.
We haven't really seen
We
much,
haven't
to be
really
honest.
seen much. So.
Exactly.
We've seen
like I
trailers,
feel like
but,
I feel
yeah.
like people are getting more excited over the fact that it is Red Dead and it's made by Rockstar more so than the fact that. But I think that's what all Rockstar needs to do. Rockstar can announce they're coming out with like branded, I don't know, cutlery, and people would be mad over it or something. But
It's
that's
not
my
that.
point.
It's the fact that it's a Rockstar game, and that
We haven't gotten
we
one
haven't
in
had one in
5
5 years. It's based on like one of their best games yet.
We didn't
First
get
of the
annoyed at a game in
PS4
like
too.
4 years.
What?
I want to go off topic a bit, but
We
you know
didn't
what's crazy about the Rockstar fan base? It's like if you're a GTA fan, you hate Red Dead, and if you're Red Dead, you hate GTA. Like I've seen a lot of those people.
It's weird.
You know what
I
I'm
like
talking
both,
about?
but I prefer.
I like both too.
I prefer
yeah.
Red Dead.
I think
From when I
Red
played
Dead's
the
better
first
than
Red Dead, it
GTA
felt
5.
a bit slow, but I enjoyed
yeah.
it.
Yeah, the
more.
beginning's really. It does not
And
move at a fast
I
pace.
only played like 3 or 4 hours. I played a bit on Dead Nightmare though, and that was cool. But again, didn't play
Do you
much
still
of
have your
that.
PS3?
Yes. I don't care to play the
I'd
first one.
recommend buying
You
it.
just buy it. You probably get it for like $10.
$5.
I could.
I
but
bought it for I bought it for
I don't
$5.
have any
I
interest
legit
in
bought it
the
for
first one.
$5.
I don't really want to go back. I could do. I don't know. I'll see.
That game was great. I bought it for $5.
I have it on
Like a
360
big-ass
actually,
poster
so I
and
could play
everything.
it,
It was
but-
cool.
We have a 360 sub downstairs, so I could play on that. But
Yeah, or you can buy an Xbox One. It's backwards compatible,
And buy a whole
or I could just go
console.
downstairs and play it.
and you get guaranteed to play Hellblade and like the next game from Ninja Theory. Maybe, I don't know. It might be on the next Xbox.
Probably be
actually.
on the next Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
the next box.
Yep.
Jokes.
All right. Well, it's 4:30, so I mean,
I can't
we've
wait
been
to see
recording for, like,
Justin's
an hour,
webcam to see him
so,
on his phone.
We've been recording for an hour.
I'm on
That
time,
was
we should do it now,
everything.
yeah.
Those were all our topics. Make sure to let us know everything down below in the comments, your thoughts on this
Yep.
new format that we're doing. Let us know if you want the face cams to return, because this is something
Everyone's just gonna say
new.
yes on that.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
on
you're
the-
gonna say
Yeah.
yes, 'cause
Also, I want
who
to
doesn't
say
like
that
face
we're going to be
cams?
changing stuff on a weekly basis. I mean, gaming at its core has always been something that, like, I guess not really, we don't change much about it, but, like, starting this, we're actually going to change stuff. So, like,
Yeah.
right now it's kind of loosely, but we might actually, like, try to incorporate, like, new segments and work with it. But, like, of course, we're going to live when we learn and as we do episodes and stuff. So, yeah, your feedback will only help. So make sure to leave that down. So, yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to see more people or have more people on on more of a
Yeah.
rotating basis, because I mean that's
Yeah.
weird. We were talking about
Totally.
when we have 6 people, it's like it gets quite crowded, and even though you kind of get to hear everyone's opinions, it doesn't feel.
It's
doesn't
hard to
look-
feel who's there because there's, like,
Yeah,
so many voices.
yeah, and
going
it's-
on at
and
once.
it's,
This
like,
felt
really-
more like a
it-
discussion.
It does just become a
and
round
everything.
table, whereas hopefully
And,
with
yeah.
rotating members, we should be able to get a bit more of a like
So, yeah.
like me and Ryan might not be on the next episode. Funny to say that actually.
Hmm.
Or me and
Just
Justin
like
might
we
be
might
on
have
the
another
next episode.
podcast to record.
It might be.
Yeah,
It might be that. It might be an episode
That's the
where
excuse.
I've been on every episode so far, so.
Yeah, I've been on every episode but one.
So like, I don't know. Next week, Dan and Blue will be there probably. So we'll see who the other 2 or 1 other person that could join them. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, with that being said, we hope you enjoyed. The first episode of season 2 of
Season
Gaming at its
premiere.
Core, like we like to call it.
The season 2 premiere,
the
boys.
season premiere of Gaming at its Core.
We might have uploaded a video yesterday teasing it. I don't know. Depends
Yeah.
if Fox.
But we might have. Depends on
We're
our
working on a
new
Comic-Con
edition
trailer
if
right
he's
now.
up to
We'll see,
par.
Wasn't it
We'll
a
see.
hype trailer,
see.
everyone?
The Comic-Con
A hype trailer.
Yeah, I just want to point out that people that are watching is going to see my camera. It's slowly got darker and darker and darker as it's got like kind of.
That
dark
was me.
hair.
I actually had to go to the back and actually like light up
No.
my camera in the back.
Yeah,
So
I
light
mean
up
I
my
could,
light.
but I can't actually. I probably could have done that actually, but
Yeah.
I'm now basically like only half of my face is visible unless I sit over here. But there you go. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
turn up your brightness.
Another PSA, if you're wondering why you're looking at my nose from like the bottom. It's because my webcam is at the bottom of my computer. But you know, I just figured I'd throw that out there if we're talking about webcams.
Other PSA, my cat's in the back. You want to see the cat? There you go.
Justin, what's your PSA?
Enjoy.
PSA, I need to go eat right now. So
Alright.
Didn't you eat like
Alright,
an hour
I gotta
ago?
go. I gotta go. So,
I need to. Yeah, we're gonna go. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time on Gaming at its Core. Peace out.
See ya.
see you guys.